we're going to follow the instructions. So at the moment, we've got the inner section is in the ball, in the device, and that grips and locks the NeuroBall in place. So when the NeuroBall's there, it's stationary, it's still. So, Jackie, if I can get you to follow the instructions there. So she's placing her hand in the ball. And again, sometimes you might need assistance placing your hand in using the other hand. And so again, Jackie's following the instructions. So she's wrapping the wrist strap around and then placing that wrist strap across and velcroing it back on itself. Perfect. And so now Jackie's going to take the inner section, the inner lock, out of the base. And now we need to make sure that the NeuroBall is talking to the computer. So to do this, so she presses and holds it for 2 seconds. And we just need to make sure that we can see the blue light. And there's a blue light coming on there. Okay. And then on the screen it asks to connect to the NeuroBall. So, and again, that's perfect, okay? So now it's connecting to the ball. So now the NeuroBall is now connected with the tablet. And so now if you hold your wrist and hand neutral, perfect. So this is now going to be her base position, her position that the NeuroBall recognizes as being her stable, static position, okay? And if you press next, lovely. So then on screen, there's a video image of how to move. And as Jackie turns her hand over, it fills the triangle purple, and that's just identifying that she's got that range to be able to go right the way over. Okay? And when you've done, you just press next, and then she's going to go the other way. Okay, and press next again. Okay, and then you're going to roll the ball forward. And press next again, and then back. And so you're going to bring it all the way back. That's great, as far as you can go. So that triangle doesn't need to be full, it's just measuring as far as you can go. And then the hand squeeze. So Jackie's going to squeeze her hand. You see the white disappears as she squeezes her hand as tight as possible, and then relax. And then you can click next. Before we do that, you can press redo if you want to do that, and by pressing that, it just gives you another try at it, okay? And then squeeze, and then relax, that's perfect, okay? And then you can tick next. So now the tablet has registered all your movements, and so when you play the games, it will then recognize those movements and recognize how far you can go, and therefore make it easier or more difficult depending on your available range.